What's going on, Capricorn? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be your reading for the month of August 2023. So, in this reading, Capricorn, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for the month of August. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming. We're also going to take a look at some advice from your angels and spirit guides for you regarding August 2023. So, before we get into this reading, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading, and I really do appreciate you, Capricorn, in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. I would also really appreciate that over here, Capricorn. So without further ado, I'm now going to pull the energy for you, and we'll see what wants to come through. Would you like a tarot reading? As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Capricorn. Yes. Okay. Definitely some good love stuff coming in. Hold on. Yeah. Let's see what we got going on here for you, Capricorn, for August. Yeah. Wow. Wow. I will say, this really does look like it's shaping up, and I felt the energy before I even did the reading, shaping up to be really one of the most, lovely months of the year for you. August 2023. There's something going on with the energy of Capricorn right now for you that is going to feel really pleasant, really pleasing, and just overall really good. And it definitely has to do with a lot, though. So before I just, talk about how good it's going to be, let's get into the reading. Before we get into the tarot, let's start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards, some messages from the universe for you for August. And the first message is White Eagle Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. And it's very interesting, Capricorn. This family wound or pattern, for some reason, is coming through with love and even sexuality. I don't know why it just came here, so it is. There's something about you want to look, Capricorn, at the patterns of your family and how they relate to love itself. For many of you, this is going to have to do with other things. So look at the patterns of your family and how you can transcend that, because ancestral trauma plays much more of a role than most people are comfortable with admitting. Everyone's running around saying, "Oh, I'm doing this because of my past. In my past life, I was this. In my past life, schmast life." What are your ancestors? What did they do? Because it plays a really big role. Some of you may have been overlooking it. Ew. Excuse me. What I feel going on here, there could be some of you are playing with the law of attraction, visualization, conscious manifestation. And in August 2023, I feel like you're actually going to be receiving the fruits of that, the benefits of that. But there's a whole nother ball game that you're meant to look at. And for a lot of you, it has to do with the way that if your parents are divorced, you might want to look at how that influences you to maybe not be able to handle a commitment. Okay, looking around that. And I just want to say it frankly, Capricorn, is your dad gay? Is your mom gay? It's partially a joke, partially not. There is something here about, what is the sexual trauma of your family, and there could be something here about like not being like, who is open. Like, it's very tough to just be open with that, especially with if this has to do with your family. Who's going to tell their kid, like Capricorn or whatever it is, if maybe this is your children, if you're a parent. There's something really weird about love/sexuality when it comes to your ancestral trauma. So I don't know what you're meant to do with that, but I would just try to just advise you to like look at that. I don't know, whatever that brings up for you, right? Now you also have charity, prayer, and contemplation. Connect with heaven, ask, and you shall receive. So this is definitely, there is something really positive going on with the law of attraction for you. Whatever you've been visualizing, whatever like intentions that you've been setting, writing down, visualizing it, affirming it, whatever you do when it comes to the spiritual side of channeling spiritual energy to get a result in the physical world, keep doing that. But although you got to keep doing that, there's like some sort of weird like monkey wrench that's coming in to do with your ancestral trauma that may, and I really feel like if you can get one thing really important from this whole reading, Capricorn, almost do not, whatever goes wrong, because not a lot is going to go wrong for you, it looks like here. But whatever does go wrong, especially in relationships here, you might want to ask yourself, or remind yourself, this is not a result of my own failure to work with the law of attraction in a conscious way. This may be the result of ancestral patterns that you're unaware of. For some of you, this is going to be with the person that you're connecting with in love. Checking in with that. What is this person's ancestral? Because there is something about, I really just see you basking in love and money here. But there's an issue around it, and it has to do with that ancestral trauma in some sort of way. So it could be whatever. You also have Freya, phases and cycles. There is a beginning with every ending. Illusions are being revealed and released here. And so whatever's coming to an end for you, I don't think it really has to do with the outside world. I feel like it's your approach to life itself, and it's something very deep, something that may have even been hidden to you that is made aware to you in Capricorn in August 2023, and then it's something that you're going to have to deal with. I feel like something is deeply coming out from the subconscious. Once again, the ancestral subconscious thing here. And whatever it has to do with, the frequency that I'm getting is, you know how, like, you want to put your best foot forward in love, or you want to put your best foot forward. Sometimes there's a tendency in your life that I'm sensing to, like, show someone the pearly good aspects of yourself, where in reality, like, you have all these aspects of yourself that you'd rather not display. And that's all fine and good, but it's like, where does that line fall? And I feel like a lot of you are pushing it a little bit too far, so it's about backtracking it and really advertising yourself as you really are. Because there is something here, Capricorn, that I don't think it's actually an issue right now, but I think down the line potentially, and for some of you it will come up in August. If there's something about like putting yourself out there, especially to the ones you love, exactly as you are, so that the right people can find you. Especially if you're a single Capricorn out there, there's an issue that if you don't have a commitment in your life, it's because you're attracting people that are not really seeing the real you. They're seeing the best possible version of you. And this is why spirituality is very complicated, because I just did a career reading for you, if you remember, and it was all about create compelling spectacles, like show yourself off in the best light, make people come to you because you have such a pleasant, beautiful reality around you, in love or in wealth or in spiritual protection, whatever. But in this month, there seems to be something coming up where you want to really use that law more so of presenting yourself in the best light in the external world. But you can't do that when it comes to love and your interpersonal relationships unless you want to set yourself up for an issue down the road. And I feel like this is something that you may be struggling with within yourself, that you're like, well, I'm struggling with something, why should I show that to someone? I'm just telling you, it might be in your best interest, because here's the thing. It looks really great. There's a lot of commitment. So let's just get into the tarot. When it comes to your opportunity, Capricorn, for August, it is the Hierophant. The Hierophant has to do with tradition, commitment. It has to do with a bridge between some sort of formal bridge between the spiritual world and also the physical world. For a lot of you that are a spiritual teacher, for a lot of you that do spiritual work, a lot of you are going to be becoming seen as some sort of authority in August 2023. It's going to be a lot of people who view you as some sort of authority. Now, for a lot of you, this is also, once again, dealing with these deeper issues that we've been talking about, the ancestral trauma. Do you put your best foot forward, or do you reveal the dirty truth of who you are? There's something here about seeking impersonal guidance. So, like, this is jokes, but like back in the day, like, you know, some people still do this. Like, they go to like some sort of church thing, and there's some sort of like priest sitting, and there's like this wall where you can't see anyone, and you confess like your sins to someone in an impersonal way, and they're like, Jesus Christ forgives you. You are set free now. It's not that, but it's some sort of thing about you need to talk about, you know, some sort of thing with someone who you know for a fact will not judge you. So this is seeking out spiritual authorities. Okay, for a lot of you though, this is other people seeing you as a spiritual authority. And I feel for all of you, there's a commitment in love that is an opportunity. So even if you're single here, Capricorn, for those single Capricorns that are struggling, there's something about if you can really show who you really are, advertise yourself as you really are, like warts and all, then love is going to come in for you so fast that you're going to be upset that you didn't do this earlier. For those of you that already have a commitment going on, there's something about a challenge in love, the discrepancy between putting your best foot forward, making sure you look all shiny and nice and like tempering down the real you, versus just showing all that. So you understand what I'm saying, but here's the thing. Your challenge is the Knight of Cups here, Capricorn. And so in some sort of way, there is some sort of challenge around love, idealization, looking at things with a rose-tinted glasses. And for a lot of you here, there is something coming through about it may be very easy for you to fall in love in August 2023 instead of being in love. There's a difference. When you're falling in love, it's more of like this ideal thing. It's like this thing where you're looking at it with rose-tinted glasses. You're looking at it like idealistically, like this is going to be amazing. Oh my God, you're ignoring any red flags, etc. And I feel like with your challenge being this here, there really could be this feeling of thinking that it's going to go better than it actually will. I feel like it's going to go great, but there could be some sort of things that you're ignoring, and so there could be more of a challenge to have more of a realistic approach here. Very easy for you to get swept up into the aura of an individual, so just be aware of that. So now, when it comes to your overall general energy, it's really great, right? You have the Six of Pentacles, you have the Star, and you also have the Queen of Cups in your overall general energy. So there's a lot of even give and take. There's a lot of giving here. There's a lot of receiving. There's a lot of healing. There's a lot of renewal, and there's a lot of love here. And once again, there is a lot of overlooking the shortcomings of another. And I do feel there is a little bit of a, if I could say one danger that I feel here, is you calling something unconditional love, i.e., I'm going to overlook the shortcomings of myself. I'm going to overlook the shortcomings of this person that you have, because clearly there's a very deep connection for most of you going on here that's already existing, or it will come in fast. I feel like you're calling something unconditional that may just be a spiritual bypass. And that's why, once again, your opportunity is the Hierophant. Maybe someone to check you, or, you know, maybe it's me, right? I don't know. But here's the thing. Excuse me, I don't know why. Here's the thing. When it comes to what you don't see coming, you have the King of Cups, you have the Page of Pentacles, and you also have the King of Pentacles here. And it's very good. There's a lot of new money coming in. There's a lot of you enjoying love, enjoying positive emotions and wealth with other people. And this could be really dealing with a lot of people, because these are, whenever 3 court cards come out in a 3-slot spread, it has to do with other people are definitely going to be going here. And once again, whether this has to, I feel like it has to do with a bunch of people. There is something here about it's going very smoothly in August on the surface level, because once again, there's some sort of over-idealization going on. There's some sort of thing of like not planning out the deep future. There's some sort of thing about, well, it just feels good now, and maybe I wanted to tell this person off, or maybe I wanted to do this, but I didn't do it, so let's just keep it feeling good. fake, phony, inauthentic behavior in order to keep the status quo going. You have to need to be careful that this isn't happening to you as well. If you're into some sort of very successful, because once again, for a lot of you, no matter what field you're in, doesn't have to be spiritual, there is going to be the thing with your opportunity being the Hierophant of people thinking that you're better than you actually are, people over-idealizing you, people thinking that you're some sort of, because there's some sort of success as well. There could be a lot of attention. There's a lot of attention. The star has to do with like fame. There could be something that gives you more attention than usual, and you could run a little bit wild with it. And so just be aware of that, Capricorn. I don't know. It's sorry. Felt like I had to clear my throat this whole reading. I was like, probably feel it. But here's the thing. When it comes to your advice from Spirit, you have the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Four of Swords, and you also have the Three of Cups here when it comes to your advice. So this is, there's nothing really to worry about here. Nothing crazy to worry about here. I feel like Spirit is saying, listen, you're going to really enjoy this month. It's going to be very healing. You're going to have your work thing going on. But this is also working on healing with other people. This is the advice, right? The advice is that there could be, I get there's some sort of situation that it just looks really good. It looks shiny. It looks golden. It's like, but if you don't address something very deep, healing that has to happen within you that will affect the people around you, and Spirit's saying you're good, but you might run into problems later down the road. So there's really nothing to be like so worried about here. The really thing to worry about here is your ancestral trauma as it relates to love as well, like I said. So let's keep going. Let's start clarifying this reading. And first card I want to clarify, why is the Hierophant here in your opportunity? Definitely, like, overall, very smooth love situation going on. Not going to be hard for you to manifest love. It's just how are you doing it, but hold on. The Hierophant is clarified by the Judgment card, the Ace of Pentacles, and also the Two of Pentacles here when it comes to your opportunity here, Capricorn. And with this opportunity, I really feel like there's an opportunity to move in a new physical direction that maybe you were unsure of, to be honest with you. Judgment here is major spiritual realization. If you are a single Capricorn out there, I feel like you have some sort of download about how you need to authentically package and present the truth of who you are, rather than like the first date special of shoving everything that you hate about yourself into the closet, acting like it's not there, and to present the whole truth of who you are in some sort of way that makes sense. If you're in a relationship here, I do feel like things are going to get more, there's an opportunity for things to get more serious here. Okay, there is, like, moving from this state of like unsuredness to bam, it's going down. So overall, once again, the opportunity, definitely a lot of abundance coming in for you. And definitely some sort of impersonal thing with for a lot of you people. I don't know why people are going to be seeing you as some sort of guru within your own field of expertise. It may not be just like spirituality. Maybe some of you are, like a middle school like guidance counselor, or you're an artist, or you're an athlete, or whatever you happen to be. There is something about people being like, how did we not see this about this person before? Like, in a good way, though. And so it's just like how you handle that is very important. And so why is the Knight of Cups here in your challenge, though? Let's see. The Knight of Cups in your challenge is clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and also the Four of Pentacles here. So there's definitely in your challenge, there's a lot of stability coming in for you. I feel, once again, the stability is happening in the short term in August 2023 as a result of some sort of lovey-dovey feeling that's very good. And I actually don't want to like really even throw that much shade on it because it doesn't seem like it's a big issue here. But in some sort of way, the challenge is going to be awareness, right? In your opportunity of the Judgment card, that's a new awareness. The Ace of Swords is the sword of truth. And the King of Pentacles has to do with abundance here, and the Four of Pentacles once again. What you want to do is make sure that you're not holding something back from someone in love that is something that they should know about you. You know, I don't know why I get that, but I do. It's like, don't try to just paint and even in your career, you know, whether this, don't set yourself up for some weird thing. That's why on this channel, I am who I am. I am authentic as I possibly can be so that I don't have to set myself up for a situation where people are like, oh, this person is not who I thought they were. I'm just me. I'm just authentic as possible. That's what you want to do in your love relationships here, because I feel, once again, very smooth things going on in the external world, but there's something that you know is going to affect your security. This could be some of you spending a lot of money or something, you know, because you're so like, you know, in love. Roles can be reversed as well. You know, this could be something that you are doing, once again, like with the person in love. Because there's I get a really good love month that you're invested in, that you're going to be investing in. It's someone that's meant to be in your life, and it's beautiful. And I feel like sometimes I hate myself as a tarot reader because I don't know. I feel like other people are just very good at getting into, oh my God, this person feels like all this like lovey-dovey stuff. And I'm just, sometimes I feel like I'm focused on more so the serious like negatives that could be there, but maybe that's my role. And that's why multiple tarot readers exist. But I don't know. Let's just see why the Star is here. Let's see. The Star in your overall general energy is clarified by the Five of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and also the King of Wands here when it comes to your overall general energy here. So once again, this is a very passionate, new, positive, emotional month for you. There's going to be a lot of great sex that you're going to be feeling. A lot of, once again, like, oh my God, I've never, like this emotion is really like making me feel so good. The Five of Wands has to do with playfulness. It's coming through more so as there really is something about character development as well. Whoever that you're in this new love situation with, there could be something about really improving the other person, you improving something together. Because usually the Five of Wands can be quite negative, but because it's surrounded by the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups, wow, that's pretty positive. So if I look at the positive manifestation of this card, because that's what I intuitively feel about this reading, you know, working on yourself with someone in a playful way, training together, something like that. Also, there could be some sort of, once again, I don't want to go there. I don't know. There's some sort of enjoyment potentially around you being with someone, you know, like some sort of really big satisfaction with that where there's other people involved, but you're all Gucci. And I just want to be like, why? Yeah, so, I don't know. Let's keep going here. Let's see why the King of Cups is here and what you don't see coming. Right? Why is the King of Cups here and what you don't see coming? Hanged Man. Surrendering to love. I do feel that. The King of Cups is clarified by the Hanged Man, the Eight of Wands, and also the Five of Cups here when it comes to what you don't see coming, Capricorn. Once again, I feel like there's going to be a lot of surrender to love that really is great. I don't want to take away from it at all. It's happening very fast. There's a lot of communication, speed, maybe even traveling together with this, whatever situation that you have going on. But for some reason, this crops up, right? The Five of Cups has to do with sadness. So for a lot of you and what you don't see coming, there's something here that comes up when it comes to, once again, your ancestral trauma. I don't know. It's the first thing I said. It's coming up again, Capricorn. And so that's going to look very different for other ones. It could be that your subconscious mind is not programmed for a long-lasting relationship, so you self-sabotage it at the last moment. Let's say your parents are divorced and you didn't even think much of it. You're like, okay, they're divorced. Well, it doesn't mean I'm going to get divorced. I'm not going to be able to handle something. There's some sort of deep emotion here that crops up. And for some of you, it definitely has to do with the thing that I was telling you about being really authentic with all your baggage. Instead of presenting, there could be a feeling of a relationship going perfect. It's going really good. It's going amazing. But you know that there's something here, whether it's ancestral trauma or something that you're just consciously aware of about yourself that you haven't brought forward in the relationship. There's something here that may be going great in the external world, but then you're like, so it's something to do with that. I don't know. I don't want to rain on your parade because it looks like you're actually having a great parade. And there also could be something about, you getting sick of like praise or something like that. Once again, for those of you in some sort of way, I see a lot of success, like fame, even if it's like you're getting more attention than usual, getting more praise than usual. And I feel like it's almost going to rub you the wrong way. Whether this has to do with your partner, like just constantly being like, wow, like you're so amazing, or your fans or the people that you work with, or I do get this this almost like this feeling of like, for some reason it doesn't like, for some reason it feels weird, almost like people are appreciating your public image, but then it's like no one sees like the real you, like the real pain that you're going through. So there is something about here like authenticity. And especially for those of you that it really took the advice that I gave in the last reading to heart and you overdid it. Remember, create compelling spectacles, like present yourself in the best possible light. Never post any sort of thing on Instagram that is about sadness because it turns people off at a subconscious level. I don't know. There could be something here about balancing that out and realizing that you do have to be real. There's a time and place for everything. Maybe when you're building something, you need to present it in the best light, but then at a certain point you need to be real. So I don't know. There's some sort of like thing that looks, once again, in some sort of way, I don't know what it's going to be about. Multiple things, different things for Capricorns. Looks really great. But there's something within you that's like, and what that is, it's going to be different. But I don't actually think it even has to do with old love. Just if I'm being honest with you, I kept telling you about, maybe a lot of you're talking to someone and there's someone from your past coming back. I don't sense that anymore. I really don't. I see you being like, I don't even care about my past relationships for most of you. But I don't know. Let's just get your advice. Why is the Four of Swords here in your advice? Let's see. Why is Queen of Cups, definitely to do. Queen of Cups, Knight of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, for a lot of you, this is a past life. Whoever this is, like whatever love situation, this is a past life relationship, some sort of soul contract. Like here, it's happening very fast. It's great, and ultimately, I think that you should trust this. But there's one more that I want to do, and the one more that I want to do is why like the Three of Cups is here as well. So I don't know. Like I'm always hold on. Okay. Past, I feel like your advice is like you've successfully released the past, and now this is why you're free to move forward with this new adventure that you have going on. For real. Like you're finally releasing the past and you're being rewarded for it. I do feel that a lot. But now it's like you have new problems in the present moment, all right? That may be... And when I'm saying that you release the past, I don't really mean ancestral trauma. I mean like like your own personal surface level life. The Three of Cups in your advice is clarified by the Six of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and also the Six of Pentacles here. So when it comes to this, it's like you do need to... What is burdening you here? When it comes to this new positive experience, like, what is the burden? Because the Ten of Wands is someone, like, if something is heavy to you, it does not belong to you. What truly belongs to you weighs nothing. And I feel like, here's the thing. Whether this has to you, in some sort of way, you're getting all this attention, all this success, making a lot of progress. And if you're doing that on the lifeline that was really meant for you and it's completely authentic, that should feel light. It should feel freeing. It should feel this is exactly what's going on. That mainly is happening. I want to make that clear. But in the subconscious, once again, maybe something to do with ancestral. This is really advanced stuff. This is most things. People don't care about this. People are like, read the reading. It's so great. Why are you doing all this? Well, because I can play it forward. And it just feels like whatever success, whatever attention, whatever great love thing is happening, it feels like this, though. It feels like you're like, yeah, but I'm carrying this load. I don't know what that load is. I think it's different for all of you. I feel like you know what it is, though, because in your challenge you have the Ace of Swords, to, like, once again, and this. So, with that being said, I'm going to conclude this reading. I hope that this helped you, and I'll talk to you next time, Cap.